Behold the blazing sun of the Sabbath. Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, happy Lammas. I'm sitting here looking at my Sabbath pendant. I talked about this yesterday in yesterday's video. If you didn't see that, check that out. We talked all about the Sabbath today, which is Lammas. And yesterday, if you want to celebrate Lammas, I did a little celebration yesterday. So check that out. That's in the queue right before this one. But I'm wearing my Lammas pendant today. I'm attuning to the sun, Lord. I've been working on eating some of my bread that's on my altar. I'm loving it. Well, guys, I am so glad you're here. Welcome. It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for messages from the spirit world. Now, we've got a lot of new subscribers. I want to say welcome to the newbies. Welcome to the longtime subscribers. But for those of you who are new, you may not know, every Tuesday we do little psychic readings here. I am a full-time professional psychic medium. And if you're interested in having a private reading, now I do charge for private readings, but a private reading with me, it's a full hour long. We can do Skype, we can do phone, or I have an office in Alexandria, Virginia as well. And in your private reading, we're going to cover everything: past, present, future, spirit guides, life themes, answer questions, messages from the other side. All of this, all in a private reading. But if you can't do a private reading for whatever purpose, this is why we have messages from the spirit world. I try to give as much help as I can. This is kind of my community service. So I do these readings for free. So there is no charge. If you want to get on messages from the spirit world, send me your question. Either put it in the comment box below this video, or you can write to me at readings@robert-hickman, HICKMAN.com. I'll put my email in the link, the info box below, and you can contact me there, and we'll get you on the schedule. Well, we're going to look at all the letters. I want to say thank you. By the way, before I get in this, I just need to tell all the new people, I get hundreds and hundreds of letters every week. So I may take a while to get back to people. It's nothing personal. I'm not trying to ignore you. It's hard for me to personally write everybody personally anymore. But I do read the letters, and I do thank you, and I'm trying to get as many on as I can each week, okay? So not to worry. Psychic Bob loves you, and I'm trying to get to you best I can. So bear with me. Well, we're going to get into today's readings, but before we do that, let's all just take a moment. I want to just center ourselves. Just calm down. Let's attune to the spirit world. Okay. I hear my spirit guide Felicia back here. He says hello to all of you. All right, our first letter today is from Jordan Elise. Hi, Jordan. Jordan says, "Dear Psychic Bob, I love your videos." Thank you so much. That's sweet. I love you too. Thanks for being here. Right. I was wondering what my life path is, or what one of my past lives was. You're the best, Jordan. Hi, Jordan. I have to tell you, when I'm stepping into your frequency, I'm getting a lot of orange light around you. Orange light means that you're a creative person. I believe that one of your life themes is that of an artist. I believe you have an artist theme. I also think you have a spirituality theme. I think they're kind of blending together. And this means that you have a gift of channeling, okay? But I do see around you artist theme and channeling theme. And I believe this is actually connected to one of your former lives. I get a life around you. I want to place this in like the 1920s, 1930s in Spain. And I believe that you were an art student. I believe you had a connection or a friendship actually with Pablo Picasso in that life. Unfortunately, it looks like you died during the Spanish Civil War. I guess you were on the wrong side of General Franco. But you did live during that period. You were influenced by Picasso, and I believe had you lived, you would have gone on and become a great artist. You are bringing over a lot of artistic talent in this life, and also spiritual talent. I feel like you're a natural channel. Okay, so hope that gives you some insight. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Shannon Dukowicz. Hi, Shannon. Shannon writes, she says, Awesome readings, Bob. I love your channel, and I look forward to your videos each day. Shannon, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. I'm honored that anybody tunes in. I have been told that one of my guides is a fairy, and that I have a strong connection to the elemental world. Is there anything you can tell me about my guide or the elemental world? Does this have anything to do with my life mission? Thanks for your help and anything you can provide. Hi, Shannon. Yes, to tell you, in terms of that guide, I don't know who told you that, but they were accurate. I do pick up the Fae around you. I do feel that you have a strong connection to the elemental energies. I believe that it is directly connected to your life mission. You are what we call a light worker. I believe that you are here to bring awareness, particularly related to ecological issues connected to the earth. I feel that in your future you'll be involved in helping people open their minds to spiritual truths. I see you being involved with ecological work, not just on the material side, though you'll do that for sure, but I feel like this is going to be also, it's like you're taking people beyond just the mere facts of ecology into understanding the soul level of the earth. I'd like you to explore the Gaia theory. The Gaia theory says that the earth planet is alive. And I believe that if you go deep into studying the Gaia theory, this is going to really help you on your life mission. As I said, you have a very strong, I think it's a light worker theme with an emphasis on earth healing, ecology, conscious raising. So definitely all of that. Interesting, the Fae I get around you, you've got actually two types of Fae. One is a very tall, like life-size Fae. It's a female that I get. And the Fae, everybody thinks they're little tiny things like Tinkerbell. No, actually, a lot of the Fae are just as strong and human. In fact, if this Fae were to walk up to you, you'd swear it's a human, but it's a female around you, it's a Fae. I do pick up the smaller elemental Fae as well. And I get a real strong water connection here around you. And I want you to do exploration on water energy, working with water elementals, like sprites. I feel like sprites, undines, these sort of things, you have connection with them. But I see a light worker theme, particularly, as I said, emphasis on ecological healing for the earth as well as for people. Okay. Anyways, hope that gives you a little insight. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from David Corey. David writes, "Hi, Bob, it's Dave." Hello, Dave. And he says, "What do you know about selenite crystals?" Dave, this is a good letter. In fact, I think I'm going to do a whole video soon on that. I think that we need to go more in depth than I can go here. But just real quick, selenite is a lunar energy stone. It helps bring out psychic connections. And I would encourage anybody who wants to do psychic development, one of the gemstones you might want to explore attuning with is selenite. Selenite comes from the name of the ancient goddess Selene, who was a moon goddess. And selenite, if you've ever seen it, it has a luminous glow about it. Actually, its color reminds me a little bit of moonstone, but its texture is a little different. If you have selenite crystals, don't get them wet, because I've heard that they're very water sensitive and will dissolve. So, but selenite is a wonderful gemstone to keep on your meditation area, and it will help you to open, particularly to psychic energy, which is kind of lunar energy. It seems a lot of women really do well with selenite, but I encourage men also to work with selenite, because I think as men, as part of the Aquarian age, we're all awakening. And men are becoming much more aware now of their inner emotional, spiritual self. And I think selenite will definitely be very powerful for a man to use, okay? Don't recommend that you wear it as much as you keep it like on your altar. You could carry it in a velvet bag with you, but generally I think if it comes in contact with the body and the oils and the sweat, it'll dissolve. So it's more of a look, don't touch sort of stone. But that being said, its presence on your altars will be very powerful, okay? Anyways, good question. I'm going to have to do a whole video on them. We'll show pictures and all that. So just keep watching, okay? We'll have that soon. Thanks for writing. All right. I also have a message here. This is for one of my viewers. You know, sometimes when I'm going through my subscriptions, a name will pop out. A spirit will give me a message. And I have a message for my viewer. Her name is Crystal Al. Hey, Crystal, I hope you see this. While I was going through my subscriber list the other day, your name popped up to me. And I have to tell you, what I kept picking up around you was a lot of beautiful purple and black light. Now, black light is not ominous. Don't be afraid of that. But it's similar colors, kind of like to my backdrop, black and purple, but glowing bands of light. What I need to tell you is that I received a message for you. There's a lady who's working around you in spirit now. And she was a witch, a Welsh witch back in the Middle Ages. And I believe that you were a student witch in that lifetime. But the energy current of that Middle Ages past is coming in now. I peek you can give in the name Hecate around you. And I believe that this witch from the Middle Ages is bringing Hecate over to you. Her name, it sounds like it's Morgane. Morgane is her name. But she says Hecate is guiding us. Hecate is with us. So I believe you and her used to work together honoring Hecate. And she says that the spirit of Hecate is around you. What's interesting is in that life in Wales in the Middle Ages, you did a lot of work to help women who were abused. Women would come to you, maybe had abusive or alcoholic husbands or troublemakers as husbands, and you did work with Hecate. So the Hecate current is running through you. I'm going to do a future video also about Hecate because I'm getting letters about Hecate. But I have to bring that to you. You definitely are opening some current. I feel it's past life. And this Morgane keeps asking me, she said, tell her that I have to get this message to her. So she's been kind of pressing on me here, okay? Hope that helps you, Laura, make some sense. Anyways, we'll do more on Hecate, but Morgane is around you, fellow witch from Wales. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Amy Diana. And Amy writes, she says, hi there, Bob. I know Amy. Amy's from Scotland, all the way from Scotland. Hey, Amy, you want me to come over to Scotland? I think we need to go clubbing. I do. Pub crawl. I love Amy. And she writes, hi there, Bob. I was wondering if my friend Ian had any messages for me. Recently, I've been thinking a lot about him. He passed last year. Love, Amy Diana. Hi, Amy. You know, it's funny. Whenever we start thinking about the dead, I'm telling you, they're sure to appear soon. And I do pick him up around you. Let you know he's not earthbound. I feel that this person crossed over. It's interesting. He keeps showing me his body. And he's like, look, I'm purified. I'm whole. I get the sense at the time of his crossing, there may have been almost like a system-wide illness around him. Possibly like a cancer or a leukemia, but I feel like all of his internal organs were weakened. And it's interesting because he keeps saying, the way he says it to me, he says, whew, glad to be done with that body, glad to be done with it. And I got the sense that actually death for him was not horrific, but a release. And he keeps saying to me, he said, and to think that my eyes didn't stay closed. I think that maybe when he was alive, he wasn't really sure about an afterlife. He questioned it. He was kind of a bit of a skeptic, maybe. But I tell you, in death, his eyes are wide open, and he sees the spirit world. And I feel like he keeps saying to me, I keep hearing this, somebody's talking, it is him. Fletcher said it is Ian. But I hear this voice saying to him, he said, my eyes are open now. And he said, and boy, I feel great. I feel great. And he says I could run for a mile. Okay. He's also showing me shops here. I don't know if in his life he used to go maybe shopping or running up and down. He keeps showing me the Royal Mile in Edinburgh, the main street there. And he says I could go running up and down the Royal Mile. So he seems to be very energized, and he wants you to know he's healed. And I think the reason he's been around you is because he wants to just have some fun. So I want you to, maybe if you can, go to Edinburgh, go down that Royal Mile and go shopping. Take a day and say, hey, Ian, we're going to spend a day on the Royal Mile, and we're going to shopping and lunch. And make a day out with him. I feel like he wants to experience the earth in his free form, his body. That's why he's around, because towards the end of his life, he really seems to have been very almost bedridden. And now he's not bedridden. He's free, and he wants to see the town with you as if it's the old days, okay? But he's fine. He did cross over into the light. He is healed, and now he just wants to celebrate, just experiencing that freedom of the body, okay? Hope that helps, darling. Thanks for writing. Keep me posted, okay? Yes. Fletcher just said as well, he said, and he's doing stuff in your room to get your attention. I keep hearing raps on your windows and on the doors and walls. Rap, 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 like he's knocking. So listen for those raps, okay? Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Felicia Bishop. Hello, Felicia. Felicia says, hi, Bob. I truly enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. I would like to know what my life theme is. Thanks. Keep up the great work. Hi, Felicia. It's interesting. When I step into your vibration, I also get a lot of orange light around you. This also means, like the earlier person, you have an artist theme around you. I keep hearing music around you. I feel like you have a very strong draw to musical energy, and I feel like part of your life theme is an artist. Now, that may not necessarily mean that you have to just quit everything and be a musical player, an instrument player, but it means that music will be a theme that's going to be recurring throughout your life. And I do think that you do have a natural talent that, if you were to explore it and push on it, would manifest even stronger, okay? But anyways, I hope that gives you a little insight, okay? Thanks for writing. What's that? Oh, Fletcher said also, he said you have a lot of yellow light as well, which means communicators. You've got artist and communicator, all right? Fletcher says you're going to be good at writing as well, so I want you to be open to writing too. Could be either writing music, writing lyrics to music, writing songs, poetry, novels, both of them, artist and communicator. See, that's why I work with a guide. He gives me more than I can see. Thanks for writing. Hope that helps. All right, our next letter is from Susan Bentley. Hi, Susan. Susan writes, hello, Mr. Bob. I was hoping you might be able to tell me something from the spirit world. I feel heartbroken and don't want to be here anymore. Oh, Susan, I'm sorry, honey. Life has a way of just beating us up sometime. It really does. First of all, I'm going to say I'm glad that you're watching, and I'm glad that you reached out to me. I made Spirit Channel just for these sort of times in our lives. I think spiritual people really feel the negative energy of this world twice as intensely as most people. And that you feel so beat up and wanting to leave, I can get that. I get that. But I'm going to ask you, please don't do anything. Please don't kill yourself. Please don't do anything reckless or destructive, because that's not going to get you anywhere. I know what it's like. Sometimes you say, where's God? Am I abandoned? But when we're at those times in our life when we feel that there's nobody around, that's when the spirit world encompasses about us. And I know some days you don't feel it, but they are there. And sometimes it's as simple as just settling down and letting them come into our presence. I think we get so busy rushing around trying to deal with all the dramas of life that we forget to let them come in. So I want you just to stop. I want you to take some deep breaths. And if you can do this right now with me, just take some deep breaths. Just let that go. Now, tears might start to come. That's okay. That's the pain coming up. And it will heal you. Don't repress the pain. Let it out. Okay. You know, they say that depression is anger turned inward. And I think there's a lot of truth in that. And I feel like you've crossed through a time of a lot of struggle. Some of it you might have caused. Some of it was done to you. It doesn't matter. It's not about who's right or who's wrong. But it's about allowing ourselves to have an awakening. I pick up around you a lot of spirit presences. I get Archangel Raphael around you. I feel that he's come in to literally save you because it seems like you've been literally contemplating checking out. And Raphael says to me, he says, no, she can't go. We won't let her go. So if you try to kill yourself, they're going to stop it, and it might make it even worse. You don't want to survive a suicide attempt. I've seen it before. I knew a girl one time tried to commit suicide, and she ended up surviving it, but she had paralyzed herself from the neck down. She had to live in a dysfunctional body. Don't do anything radical, please. But Raphael is coming in to work with you. I also pick up a great-grandmother. I believe this is on your mother's side of the family. And I hear this woman saying, tell her that I'm protecting and blessing her. It seems there's been some struggle around you, maybe with the family here, because she keeps saying to me, she said, oh, just tell her to stay back. They're not in their right minds. I get the sense that you've crossed through a period where there have been a lot of dysfunctional people around you. Just remember this. When you're in a situation, especially a family where there's chaos, don't always put it on yourself. Many times we think, oh, I caused that. No. Many times other people try to cause their horrors and dramas on us. So I want you, first of all, not to put any guilt on yourself, okay? You are a child of the divine. Do you know how important you are to have Archangel Raphael help you? It's a very powerful angel. I don't even get Raphael. And I do spirit work. I got old drunk Fletcher back here. Well, he's not really drunk. But he does drink a beer now and then. But you see, if you can hold on, I'll tell you, you've got a powerful beginning coming. I keep seeing the beginning of September as a time of transformation, a time of spiritual awakening. And I feel that you have a lot of gifts of the spirit. You got a lot of purple around you. It means you're a natural medium. So right now, you may not be feeling connected to the spirit world. You have some dark blue light, which does indicate depression. And when you're in that dark blue light, it makes you feel overwhelmed and shut down. But I can tell you, when I move beyond that band of light, see, the R is like a rainbow. Imagine bands of color. Okay, so your first color is dark blue. Then you got a color of bright purple. This tells me you're very connected. The spirit world's drawing very close to you. So I want you to talk to that great-grandmother. Ask her to help you. Because, see, the spirit world can only help us if we give them permission. So if you say, great-grandma, please help me, she's going to help you. I want you to call on Archangel Raphael. I want you to ask him to help you. You know, you're going to be here because you have great things to do. I feel in the coming years, with your spiritual awakening, you're going to be a guide to many people who have struggled as you have struggled. But you won't be able to do that if you're not here. And you have a great mission of spiritual work to do, healing, blessing others. And I know today you might say, Bob, I just don't feel it, I don't see it. That's okay. You don't have to accept this all today. Just put it on the shelf. I tell people, if what I'm giving you doesn't make sense and you think I'm crazy, that's all right. You just put it on the shelf. Let it rest up there. Because in time, when my predictions come to pass, you'll say, oh my God, now it all makes sense. And you'll have it there, okay? But you've got a great work, and in your future, you'll bring a lot of healing to people. You know, today, as I shared earlier, I'm wearing my Sabbath pendant. And this is the Sabbath of Lammas. It's the Feast of Thanksgiving. And I want you to go get a loaf of bread. And I want you to get a candle. And I want you to light that candle. I want you to offer that bread to your higher power, however you call it, God, Goddess, Jesus, doesn't matter. If you don't have a higher power, offer it to the universe at large. But as Sabbath is a time of power, that's why we honor these days. And you have power now to draw new energy into your life. And so I want you to do that. If I have your permission, I'd like to ask everybody here at Spirit Channel to pray for Susan Bentley. And at this Sabbath time, particularly those of you who are Wiccans, send some power to her, to give her the energy to move forward in a way that brings joy and new beginning. Sabbaths are always about solar power. They're about new life. And so now is the time to receive blessing. So as part of your harvest, I want you to ask for new beginning, that you reap. You know, we don't have an agriculture society, at least most of us, where we go out and get the corn. But we can do is ask for the things we need to move forward. And that's just as vital as crops. I'm sending prayers to you, but I want you to do what I've said. And let me know how it goes, okay? I'm sending blessings your way. Well, gosh, guys, I don't know where the time goes. I just blink and the day goes. That's all the letters I'm going to get to today, but I love you. Thank you for being here. Listen, if you haven't done so, like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. Put your questions in the box below. And if you get a chance, pop over to my website, and I'll have the link below in the info box at robert-hickman.com. And pick up some books. I have wonderful books over there you can read, and check out my bookstore, okay? Well, guys, listen, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, Wiccan Wednesday. Be back here. We'll have something fun for you. I love you. We'll see you then. Blessed be.